Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Tom. Well, it doesn't look like it, but I think we have everybody we need to have this afternoon. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone again as we gather in the spirit of once more. And I want to thank Chris Murphy, John McLurg, Noah Sindaman, and Jesse Wedden for making out time from their busy schedule during this summer and fall to be here. So enjoy yourself, and thanks for coming.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Well, we are delighted to be back here. We're going to start off with a song of John's. This is one called Someone Thinks of You. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to try and, is that okay there? Okay. It might get a little louder in the back. We're live streaming this as well as performing in front of you today, so we're just trying to get the sound. Hopefully we can dial that in. Is that too much, or All right, because it might be a little loud out front here now. All right, we're certainly more present. Well, we'll try another song and see how that goes. This is a Stan Rogers song. It's called Fogarty's Cove.
Chance again down in Fogarty's Cove. She'll walk the city shores so plain, watch the combers rolling till we come to Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogarty's Cove. Way to see nags me when I'm with her. She'd rather ride a government job or maybe go along the dole. I love the way as I put about and nose into the channel. My Sally keeps a supper and a bed for me down in Fogarty's Cove. She will walk the city shores so plain, watch the combers rolling till we come to the Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogarty's Cove. She'll walk the city shores so plain, watch the combers rolling till we come to the Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogarty's Cove. She will walk the city shores so plain, watch the combers rolling till we come to the Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogarty's Cove. She'll walk the city shores again, watch the combers rolling till we come to the Wild Rose Chance again down in Fogarty's Cove.
Thank you. Well, we're delighted to have with us again this afternoon Jess Wedden on the fiddle. And Jess is going to play you a song of a fiddle tune that she composed called One More Time.
We're going to try an old country song. If we have any country fans here, I put out a CD in July in preparation for a tour of Newfoundland, and it's called Country Favorites. Couldn't think of a fancy title, so I went with Country Favorites. And this is a song on it. It's the first song on the CD, I think. It's called Fraulein, and it's an old country song from the 50s, Bobby Helms song. So. Across the deep blue water lives an old German's daughter on the banks of the old River Rhine, where I loved her and left her. Now I can't forget her. Oh, I miss my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, walk down to the river tonight when the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you, for you were my pretty Fraulein. When my memories wander away over yonder to the sweetheart that I left behind, in a moment of glory a face shines before me. 'Tis the face of my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, look up to the heavens tonight when the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you, for you were my pretty Fraulein. One more time. Oh, Fraulein, Fraulein, walk down to the river tonight when the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you, for you were my pretty Fraulein. Yes, you were my pretty Fraulein. Thank you very much.
Well, we usually sing this song, but it's generally done. We often do it right near the end of a set, or maybe near the end of the evening, or an afternoon. So we'll do it early. This is a favorite of ours to sing. It's an old Stan Rogers song called "The Northwest Passage." Ah, for just one time
I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there 'twas said to lie, the sea route to the Orient for which so many died, seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered broken bones, and a long forgotten lonely cairn of stones. Ah, for just one passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage overland in the footsteps of brave Kelsey, where his sea of flowers began, watching cities rise before me, then behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer, driving hard across the plain. Ah, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Then through the night, behind the wheel, the mileage clicking west, I think upon Mackenzie, David Thompson, and the rest, who cracked the mountain ramparts and did show a path for me to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. Ah, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. How then am I so different from the first men through this way? Like them, I left a settled life, I threw it all away, to seek a Northwest Passage at the call of many men, to find there but the road back home again. Ah, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
I'm going to try a song for you now that you may not have heard. We've only started singing it just in the last little while, but it was written by the late Dermot O'Reilly. Dermot played in a band called Ryan's Fancy, and they played a lot of Irish tunes and Newfoundland tunes and Nova Scotia tunes. But Dermot was quite a talented songwriter as well. And so this is one of his. It's a song called Candlelight and Wine.
Well, I meant to call you just before I left to go away, but I guess you knew that's what I'd say by now. There again, I'm never sure when it's the proper time of day, since we never get together anyhow. It was really nice to watch a candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light will whisper in the sky. I keep thinking that you saw me in the park the other day. When I have the time, I go to where we met. When I'm on the road, I see you in a crowd, or by the way, it's going to take some time before I can forget how it was really nice to watch a candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light will whisper in the sky. Really nice to watch a candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light will whisper in the sky. There's a party for some friends we both know when I'm back in town. Do you think that you could get there for a while? Though we were never meant to happen, still it doesn't mean to say that we can't take a glass and look back with a smile. And it was really nice to watch a candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light will whisper in the sky. And it was really nice to watch a candle through a glass of wine, dreaming dreams together when the quiet night was yours and mine. Just a pair of fools wrapped up in soft light, dancing from the fire till the morning light will whisper in the sky.
I think it's really nice how you guys coordinated your outfits today. That's.
We call each other early in the morning, and what are you wearing today?
Yeah, my mom and I are matching too. We're all wearing purple. I see some of you guys wearing purple. That's nice. But anything you choose to wear is nice.
We're really early for Advent. All right, we're going to try an Irish song. This is an Irish ballad called "The Cregan White Hair." I think I've sung it here before. It's a fun song to sing. It's a bit of a verbal challenge because there's no chorus in it, so it just keeps on going verse after verse. But it tells the story of a hare, a nuisance hare that's getting into the farmers' crops all around Cregan, which is in County Tyrone in Northern Ireland. And each verse is an attempt for some of the people to try and dispatch this hare, but of course it's too clever and fast to be caught. So it's called "The Cregan White Hare." In the lowlands of Cregan there lives a white hare, and it's swift as the swallow that flies through the air. You may tramp the world over, but none to compare to the pride of old Cregan, that bonny white hare. One clear autumn morning, as you will suppose, oh, the red golden sun o'er the green mountain rose. A daughter came back, and this May burning sun held the white hair and bid him goodbye. Bang bang went his guns, and his dogs he sent to, as swift as the wind o'er the green mountain flew. But his dog soon came back, and this made Barney sigh, for he knew that the white hare had bid him goodbye. And we're some jolly sportsmen down here from Pomeroy, from Cookstown, Dungannon, and likewise the Moy. With our pedigree greyhounds we've travelled from far, and we've come down to Cregan in our fine motor car. Oh, well, in through the lowlands these huntsmen did go, in search of the white hare. They looked high and low, but his dogs soon came back, and this made Barney's eye. Oh, I'm getting this wrong. So they called up their greyhounds from off the green lea. Barney and the huntsmen all jumped high with glee. It was there on the turf bank, all gathered around. Salad dogs and 9 men did that poor hare surround. Oh, no wonder that white hare did tremble in fear, as she stood on her hind legs she would raise her big ears. Oh, she stood on her hind legs with one gallant spring. She jumped over the greyhounds and broke through the ring. Well, the chase it went on, it was a beautiful view, as swift as the wind o'er the green mountain flew. Well, those pedigree greyhounds, they didn't run too far. They came back and went home in their fine motor car. And there came another man, and you all know him well. Oh, his name it was McKelly, with bonny black bell. In search of the white hare, today I'll have fun. I bet 50 to 1 my black bell will return. So they
knew the lands well, and the bonny black bell, there'd soon bid farewell. And now to conclude and to finish this rhyme, oh, I hope you'll forgive me for singing all this while. If ever amongst you up in Carrickmore fair, please drink of a health to that bonny white hair.
Thank you. Something about a story song. If you forget half the words, the story doesn't come out as well, but hopefully you liked it still the same. The rabbit still got away. Jess is going to do a set of fiddle tunes for you now.
We'll continue with the animal theme. We love animals. So that one was about a rabbit, but this one's about a horse. But you won't hear anything about the horse because it's a fiddle tune, so you have to use your imagination. And then we'll play some traditional tunes called Coolie's Reel and Mason's Apron. The first one's called Horse in the Forest, and that's one of the first ones Chris and I started playing together in Noah, so that's nice too.
Excuses? All right. Well, we'll slow it down a little bit now with one called Excuses for the Blues. She can blame the snow that's fallen on her hair and into her shoes. She can blame the snow that's fallen. She's making excuses for the blues. She can say nobody calls, and she can say that she feels used. She can say nobody calls, but she's making excuses for the blues. She could be a queen, you know, and she'd still be expecting snow. It's November everywhere she goes these days. Old Dr. Tommy Knocker's bowing in the garden, pulling carrots for his Sunday night stew. He'll sit with me and we'll drink our tea, and we'll make our excuses for the blues. She'll accuse the trees and mountains, and she'll blame the sky and the sea. Then at last she'll point her finger at me. She can blame the snow that's fallen on her hair and into her shoes. She can blame the snow that's fallen, but she's making excuses for the blues. She's making excuses for the blues. Thank you.
Going to do a song called A Candle's Flame, which is a song of ours, and it's the very first track on our on the Turpin's Trail self-titled album. This is one that I wrote down in Cape Breton Island way back. I can't even remember how long ago that was. 2012?
Yeah.
Every time I walk these halls, the heart cries to the glimmer in my eyes, and the overture of midnight swells to daylight's own disguise. When I reach for her, the cup I pass flows to the brim with doubt. When I hear her voice on another tongue, the candle flickers out. I know her eyes fall on another's face. I know her voice calls their name, but I know my heart would take her to that place where wind or glass won't be enough to stay the candle's flame. enough to know that the fire's glow fades when you walk away. But when the cold wind hits, the next skin fits a bit sooner every day. Can I say I strolled the Damascus road, or am I just alone? Is it safer just to kick the rust off what's already known? I know her eyes fall on another's face. I know her voice calls their name. And I know my heart would take her to that place where wind or glass won't be enough to stay the candle's flame. Is it for us I'd call her name, or is it just for me? The wanting heart is hard to trust, the longing eyes to see. But I know her eyes fall on another's face. I know her voice calls their name. But I know her heart is in another place. How can I see a candle in the light of day when a single flicker slowly fades away, and a darkened wick is only what remains, the candle's flame, the candle's flame. We have a couple more before then we're going to take a little break. There's some refreshments in the hall, and then we'll be back for more songs after that. But before that, we'll sing a couple of songs for you. This is an old Richard Thompson song called Bee's Wing. I was 18 when I came to town. They called the summer of love. They were burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the doves. And I took a job at the steaming way down on Cauldron Street. And I fell in love with a laundry girl who was working next to me. Brown hair zigzagged around her face, a look of half surprise. Like a fox caught in the headlights, there was animal in her eyes. She said to me, can't you see I'm not the factory kind? And if you don't take me out of here, I'll lose my mind. She was a rare thing, so fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, so long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We busked around the market towns for picking down in Kent, and we could take her pots and pans and knives wherever we went. We were camping down the Gower one time and the work was mighty good. She wouldn't wait for the harvest, I thought we should. And I said to her, we'll settle down and get a few acres done, with a fire burning in the hearth and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. She was a rare thing, so fine as a bee's wing, I mean so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, so long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We were drinking reached a pitch. Like a fool I let her run away. She took the rambling hitch. At last I heard she's living rough back in the Derby beat, with a bottle of white horse in her pocket, a wolf found at her feet. And they say that she got married once to a man called Romany Brown. Well, leaving the gypsy caravan was too much like settling down. And they say her rose is faded, rough weather and hard boots. Well, maybe that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. She was a rare thing, so fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste all of her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, wouldn't want her any other way. If I could hold her in my arms today, I wouldn't want her any other way.
Thanks so much.
We'll take a little break after this song. This one's called Chords. This is one of ours as well. And it's a song that just talks about the simple chords that make up much of our popular music, going back many, many years.
We're all still here, oh, none have gone away, so the mystics say. May it not be long before we get a song that will last always. Oh, but while we're gathered here, won't you kindly lend your ear? There's a place down the street where my grandpa used to eat as a young man. There's a big shiny door, there's a bright and speckled floor by a taxi stand. I heard a song coming through the door. I heard it somewhere before. And these chords, they all come round again and make the record spin. They'll be coming round again. And this song's been teasing them so long, and I guess they'll never find the perfect way to end. When I was young, I had a pair of shoes my uncle used to use, and I wore them for a while, for to make a hipster smile, penny loafer style. But I lost them at the pool, haven't seen them since high school, and I get some kind of walking blues when I think of those penny shoes. and these chords, they all come round again and make the record spin. They'll be coming round again. And this song's been teasing them so long, and I guess they'll never find the perfect way to end. They'll never find the perfect way to end.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, I think we're going to get started again. I'm going to start off with an old Irish song called The Star of the County Down.
Near to Banbridge Town, in the county down, one morning in July. Down a boring green came a sweet calling, and she smiled as she passed me by. Well, she looked so neat from her 2 white feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Sure, the coaxing elf, I'd to shake myself to be sure I was standing there. As she onward sped, I shook my head and I gazed with a feeling queer. And I said I, to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut brown hair? Oh, he smiled at me as with pride said he, she's the jewel of Ireland's crown. She's young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann and the star of the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, there's no maid I've seen like the brown colleen that I met in the county down. Well, I've traveled a bit, but I never was hit since my roving career began. But fair and square I surrendered there to the charms of young Rosie McCann. I'd a heart to let and no tenant yet had I met in a shawl or gown. So when she went and I asked no rent of the star of the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, there's no maid I've seen like the brown colleen that I met in the county down. The crossroads fair, I'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my finest clothes, and I'll try sheep's eyes and Lutheran cries on the heart of the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, and no horse I'll yoke, till my plow with the rust turn brown, and a smiling bride by my own fireside sits the star of the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, there's no maid I've seen like the brown colleen that I met in the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, there's no maid I've seen like the brown colleen that I met in the county down. Thanks, everybody.
I had a couple of requests, one of which came from my mother, and one came from my elementary school principal. So I'm kind of backed in a corner here. Just have to do them both. This is a song that's been popular in Newfoundland for many, many years. It's called Sweet Forget-Me-Not. Fancy brings a thought to me of a flower bright and fair. Her grace and beauty both combine, no brighter jewel more rare. Just like the maiden that I knew, who shared my happy lot, where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by, of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming round the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You'll forget me not." We met, I really don't know where, but still it's just the same. For love grows in a busy street as well as in a lane. I gently clasp her tiny hand, one glance at me she shot. She dropped her flower, I picked it up. 'Twas a sweet forget-me-not. She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by, of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming round the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You
There came that happy hour when something that I said caused her heart to murmur yes. Shortly we were wed. There stands a house down in a lane near a tiny garden spot. There grows a flower, I know it well. 'Tis a sweet forget-me-not. She's graceful and she's charming like the lilies in the pond. Time is gliding swiftly by. Of her I am so fond. The roses and the daisies were blooming round the spot where we parted when she whispered, "You forget me not." Where we parted when she whispered, "You forget me not."
Gonna get Jess here to do another couple of fiddle tunes. The first one's called Doris and Dawn's, and then the second one is called Widgie's Jig.
are two tunes. The first one I wrote for my friend Doris and Dawn, and the second one was for a pigeon who visited me, who I named Widgie. And you might notice when I'm playing a fiddle tune, sometimes I look over at Chris near the end of each tune, and that's because I'm wondering how many times we've played it. That time, it ended and I had no idea, but when I looked at Chris, he kind of communicated that to me, which I'm grateful for.
I hope it was right. Well, we're going to do this next song we're going to do for you is a David Francie song. And David Francie is coming to town tomorrow evening. And we know this because Jess and I are going to be backing him up. And we're playing down at the Isabel Bader Center, which we're really looking forward to. Neither of us has played there before. It's such a beautiful venue. And David is just a marvelous songwriter, Juno Award winner. I've been a fan of David's since longer than Jess has been on the planet. So it's a real treat to play with him. And so if you're not doing anything tomorrow evening, the tickets they've just released a few more tickets. It's the Isabel Bader Center. If you look up the Queen's University website, it's on there. But it should be a marvelous night. So this is a song of David's called Red Winged Blackbird.
Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be there beside the river when winter finally breaks its bones. He'll be king among the rushes, he'll be master of his home. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Safe as Moses in the rushes, builds his home on the river wide. Every time I hear him singing, makes me feel like spring inside. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. How he's going back there too. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road.
Thank you so much. All right, so this is the request from Shirley Kelleher, who was my elementary school principal. Scared the life out of me back when I was 8 or 9, but I've gotten over that. I'm still going to do the request, though.
When troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. Raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kelleher.
We'll do another one of ours. This is one called Blue Pinstripes, inspired by thrift stores and other nice places in Kingston. She wore blue pinstripes and brown corduroy. She's a soldier's sorrow, a soldier's joy. And she wore her skin like a pale decoy to distract me from her eyes. I made the tallest wish on the tallest tree, that she might come and go with me. And I waited short, and I waited long, but come Christmas, she was gone. And the bells of old St. Mary's chime went up the hill to the fort we climb, and the stars were soldiers row on row,
sleeping in civilian clothes. Now she rides a Volkswagen through the town, and it keeps her soft shoes off the ground. And her daughter rides in the passenger seat with all the laurels of love around her feet. And she wears blue pinstripes and brown corduroy. She's a soldier's sorrow, the soldier's joy. And she'll make a man out of some soldier boy and leave him to the open road. And the bells of old St. Mary's chime went up the hill to the fort we climbed, and the stars were soldiers row on row, sleeping in civilian clothes. And the stars were soldiers row on row, sleeping in civilian clothes. Thank you.
All right, well, we have a couple more before we're going to have to start packing our stuff up and heading down the road. This is a song of mine. This is called Finally Coming Home.
Been along for years, 3 months and 16 days that I've been gone, but I'm coming home today. The train stops at the station of the town where I was born, and it finally sinks into me that I'll be home this morning. So as I walk along the long and winding road, I remember every rock and tree, and I don't have far to go. I'll soon sit in the kitchen with the family that I know. Oh, nothing beats the feeling of finally coming home. It seems a lifetime ago that I left to find my way. I had to see the world, and for that I couldn't stay. I had to find out for myself what was waiting there for me, just past the horizon, somewhere I couldn't see. So as I walk along the long and winding road, I remember every rock and tree, and I don't have far to go. I'll soon sit in the kitchen with the family that I know. Oh, nothing beats the feeling of finally coming home. Like a beacon from a lighthouse for a ship that's lost at sea. Smoke from the chimney is there and calling me. No matter what mistakes I made, no matter where I roam, I know that there's a place for me, a place that I call home. So as I walk along the long and winding road, I remember every rock and tree, and I don't have far to go. I'll soon sit in the kitchen with the family that I know. Oh, nothing beats the feeling of finally coming home. So as I walk along the long and winding road, I remember every rock and tree, and I don't have far to go. I'll soon sit in the kitchen with the family that I know. Oh, nothing beats the feeling of finally coming home. Well, thanks so much. We'll leave you with this last song. This is a combination of two. One's an old fiddle tune that was also a song by a Canadian by the name of Ward Allen, called Maple Sugar. And then we've paired it up with a bluegrass tune called the Columbus Stockade Blues.
Way down in Columbus, Georgia, I wish I was back in Tennessee. Way down in the Columbus Stockade, all my friends are back on me. Well, you can go and leave me if you want to, and never let it cross your mind. In your heart, you love another. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Well, many a day with you I've rambled, and pleasant hours with you I've spent. I thought I'd have your heart forever, but now I know it's only Lent. Well, you can go and leave me if you want to, and never let it cross your mind. In your heart, you love another. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Well, you can go and leave me if you want to, and never let it cross your mind. In your heart, you love another. Leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Yes, you can go and leave me if you want to, and never let it cross your mind. In your heart, you love another. Oh, leave me, little darling, I don't mind. Yes, leave me, little darling, I don't mind.
Thank you so much. We are Turpin's Trail. This is John McLurg. My name's Chris Murphy, Jess Wedden, and Noah St. Amand. Yep, December 14th is the